All right, man. What's up? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. We got a whole bunch to do. I'm getting shit set up. I'm hitting Ninja Trader. I'm hitting TradeAvate. I, of course, have my Apex, my TakeProfitTrader. I'm starting to scale with my funded futures. I'm testing out Lucid because everyone fucking keeps raving about Lucid. They're like, you have to try it. So I guess I'm trying Lucid too. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna be fucking slanging all over the place. Man, I got, well, actually, I hit the daily, I don't know, we'll talk about it. But maybe I'll start a couple of Lucid evals. Maybe I'll start a few My Funded Future evals. We'll trade the Apex Funded. We'll trade the Take Profit accounts. We got shit to do, my man. It's 12:17. Let's go. Fucking spilling water everywhere. I'm too excited. Let's go. All right. So, if we take you through, here's what we've got. I'm running out of monitor space. What do I always say? The correct answer is one more. And I fucking mean it when I say that, by the way. See, here's the problem. If any of you guys know the answer to this, please help. Because I was up till like 2:30, 2:45 last night trying to figure this shit out. The PC that I run the stream off of has an RTX 5090. And I'm using the 3 display ports already. So I'm like, well, I need a 4th monitor on this one PC. Because I have monitors on the other PC, but now I need 4 on this one. Of course, the answer is 1 more. So I'm like, I guess I'm stuck using the HDMI. So, since the PC is like 30 feet away from me, I run a powered HDMI, no output. You guys are like, what does this even mean? Who gives a shit? Well, it's not working. So, I'm pissed because I'm out of monitor space. Anyway, let's get to it, big dogs. Let's do it. So, here's where we're sitting on the Nasdaq 5-minute chart. We'll see what we get here out of 46, man. Fucking all worked up today. Wonka, how we doing? There's an adapter I can use? Yeah, so which one? I figured what I could do is I could go HDMI to DisplayPort and then I'd use an active DisplayPort cable into the 4th monitor. Does the adapter have to be powered? Do I need USB power from the PC? Because I'll tell you what, man, you know what I think the problem is? I think the problem is that the HDMI port, because an RTX 5090 has 3 display ports, 1 HDMI, right? I don't know why they don't put like 12. Don't they know that traders need at least 18 monitors? So I'm stuck using the HDMI. There's no output. So I'll tell you what, I think I probably have to do, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I learned there's such a thing called, what is it, DDU? I don't know. I don't know how an adapter is going to help me if I don't have HDMI out from the 1 HDMI port. I think the RTX 6090 needs to have about, what do you think? What do you think is reasonable? Maybe about 12 display port outs? I think that sounds about right. Well, 46, whole bunch of nothing on 46. So let's see what we got. Now, by the way, if you look here, ooh, what's this? Nico's trading with a mouse? Yeah, sure, why not? I'll trade with a mouse, show you guys how the fuck it's done. This is a My Funded Futures eval. I took, while I was getting this all set up, I'm like, can't help myself. It's an eval. I got a slang, you know what I mean? So I took a buy, 3 contracts, got stopped out. And then I was like, this is a fucking softball channel. So I took 6, and now I'm at the $4,500 My Funded Future profit limit per day, right? Because it's a 150K, you need $9,000. and the consistency rule is 50%. So I guess I'm gonna have to launch a few more. Man, let's spend about 25,000 on evals here today. Lucid, My Fund and Futures. I say let's fucking do it while we slang the Apex Fundeds and the TakeProfitTrader accounts. Let's do it, man. Let's get it going. So that's what we're looking at. Yeah, I'll go back and forth. You know, the problem is I could just link this all into NinjaTrader, but I'm so used to using Ninja with the props that I've used it for forever that I think what I've decided to do, just to show you guys that, you know, you can do it the more serious route with hotkeys and Ninja, all this stuff, stop limits. I'm like, you know what? What if for My Fund and Futures and Lucid, I just slang, you know, with the mouse, and we'll mark it in, mark it out, and I'll show you guys we can still make money that way. Because a lot of you guys are doing that on your phone, which is cool. You know, it's not ideal, but we can do it that way. So that's how we're going to separate it here. We'll see what's going on. All right, bar 47. Gonna be closing up here. Ooh, Big E. Can I do that? I feel like you're lying to my ass. Can I hook up a monitor to a USB 3 port? This has got to be a driver issue, I've been thinking. Because I have two identical PCs. They both have the same graphics card. I tested the monitor on both. Now, I was too lazy to test it with a passive, you know, fucking take the monitor off the thing, walk it out there, test it with a passive HDMI. So it could be the powered HDMI. But it's kind of annoying. Like, you buy these, it's probably the driver on the GPU, but it's like you buy these $150 active HDMI cables, and then it just fucking doesn't work. And the problem is, it's like, do I really want to roll back the drivers on the graphics card and then fuck everything else up? If you haven't learned one thing about me in the last, like, year of streaming, it's that I really, really hate when shit doesn't just work. Tech stuff. Like, you had one job. Make this shit easy for me, and I'll pay up the ass for it. I don't care. And then you do, and it doesn't work. All right, it's got to be bi-directional. We'll do it. We'll see if we can make that happen. I think I have some bi-directional active USBs laying around, to be honest. Maybe I'll give that a try a little bit later. Another excuse to go to Best Buy. My wife always says I'm looking for excuses to go to Best Buy. All right, 48. 4.5 minutes out. Let's see what we can get done here. Yeah, the HDMI. It was, come on now, give me some credit. It was the proper direction, of course. All right, so yeah, I think while I wait here for some, actually what we'll do, zoom out a tad. While I wait, I think what we should do is take a peek, and I think I should start slinging some Lucid 150 evals. Those you guys with Lucid, I'm just testing it here. Those you guys with Lucid, you can pass in 1 day, correct? Is that the same 1 day as Apex? As far as activation, I know it's no activation fee at Lucid. However, please enlighten me. When you pass a Lucid eval, do you get activated like same day, like in 5 minutes, or do you have to wait until the market close rollover into the next session? I'm talking the Lucid pros. No shit. Are you kidding me? It's right away. Oh, fuck. It's over, dude. I guess we're spending 15,000 today on evals. It's done. That's crazy. Cool, man. All right. Bar 48 here. 210 out. Cheryl, do you have a Lucid promo code? Lucid has, I don't think. I don't think. I had an old email address that, long story, I had to transfer it away. Microsoft Outlook. I fucking hate Outlook. It might be sitting in that, but Lucid has not hit me up, and they got to hit you up. So I gotta tell you, man, everything that I keep hearing about Lucid, looking through all the rules, I spent a while last night looking through everything. I'm impressed. So what's up? Let's get code big activated over there. And let's start fucking, let's max out this eval spend, man. I'm about ready to do it up. Yeah, no, I know what code to use. They I don't know if you're allowed to. I would assume the answer is no. I never do, just because I would assume that you're not allowed to. I don't think you're allowed to use your own code. So I never use my own code when I buy. I always use Nutty's code. Nutty Bar. He's a fucking G. Or Alpine. I hit Alpine sometimes too. He is also my guy. All right. Okay, come on, big bar. 50. After 49 here, we got 50. All right, in the meantime here, I think I'm going to spend about 5,000 here on Lucid evals. Code big, baby. Not yet. Lucid, hit me up. Let's go. Let's get this thing slanging. All I hear is fucking good things. I'm all pumped up about it. All right. Oh, hell yeah. All right. All right, bar 49 here. Minute 37 out. We'll see what they can put together here for us. No way. You guys remember yesterday? It was bar 33 yesterday too. I remember because I talked about it a ton for the tomb stuff last night. It was bar 33 and here we are. Bar 33 again is the wick high of day that the bulls are having a little bit of hesitation coming into. Ridiculous. All right. This is also a 5-minute chart over here in TradeProfit, by the way. Keep an eye on this guy. I will say, TradeProfit's a little bit odd to get used to. You know, every trading platform, the way that it adjusts, the way that you adjust the view is a bit different. Like Thinkorswim, I was used to Thinkorswim for the longest time. I still catch myself in NinjaTrader doing the old Thinkorswim, like click and drag to zoom in kind of deal. All right, there you go. You got the market trying to take out the wick high. That bar back there is 33. Now this is the My Funded Futures look. And in this one, I'll probably have to start a new one here, or we'll head over and try Lucid. But this one is at daily target. So I can't take any more trades in this account. By the way, code BIG will give you the best deal at My Funded Futures, baby. So we're rocking over there. All right, 3 minutes here till the close. Look, it's always big bar 50 doing it to him. $235 out. This is where things for sure get a little bit squirrely on that first bar to attempt a new high after you get, 46, 47, 48 here, 49. So much hesitation. Let's see how 50 closes. Well, come on now, bulls! Wicking back inside the Wickhaya 33. $30 seconds here till the close up. By the way, I've got a Lucid Eval up top here. I think this is worth a try with small size. Repeated yesterday. Again, this is just an eval, dude. So I gotta keep an eye on the fundeds primarily. But that's what's up in Lucid. Look, at a certain point, you gotta take the evals as seriously as the fundeds in the early days. But at some point, your ROI is gonna be so positive that you just gotta get them done. I've said this the entire time. Nathan, what's up, big dog? How are we? All right. 51, let's see what's up. Now, I'm very curious to see if the bulls are taking a run like they did yesterday, right? I've got two minis on here. This is the Lucid Eval. Testing. It's a 150K. So you can pass. I didn't know this, dude. You have me all pumped up. So you're telling me I can pass this, or I could pass it in one day, and then they activate it intraday. That's kind of nuts. Okay, back here, bar 51. No, I don't think so, right? On Lucid, you still got to get past the buffer. What is it, 4,600 on the 150s? Yeah, it's a Lucid Pro. I think the no buffer is on the flex accounts. Again, I'm new to Lucid too. I don't know. I'm an Apex, Take Profit Trader, and My Funded Future is more newly guy. So Lucid is new in my world. We gotta fucking scale this shit out. I'm trying to spend 200,000 on evals today. That's the goal. 22 seconds out, by the way, till the close up of 51. All right, let's watch this guy roll over. 10 seconds out. Looking like we're going to see an inside close here. All right, inside close. Watch 52, and this is that Lucid Eval. Book that, I want to wait and see. Okay, out there, back to the fundeds. Yeah, 150s. 150s, baby. What, you think I'm gonna go with the 50Ks? Like a 4-year-old? Just kidding. So, by the way, I do have a little bit of profit in the fundeds. Trying to beef that up. I mean, 1,500. Come on now. See if we can beef that up a bit here. Now, you know, okay, this starts getting a little weird, because if this wasn't here, I would just be looking for any reason to get long. Softball channel, right? Well, all of a sudden, this pulls in deep. So now what do we have? We have kind of a weird look, but I think the only thing that you can really draw until these couple of bars, this kind of area resolves itself, is kind of a sloppy-ass trading range. Now that we're hesitating so much to head higher after 33, now yesterday we did head higher after 33. So I'm sitting curious right now. Oh God, you know what I gotta stop forgetting to do? In TradeEvade, I left out my stop. So when you close your position, if you don't hit the exit, I'm talking the TradeEvade actual platform. Obviously, I use TradeEvade as my connection into NinjaTrader for my Take Profit accounts. I've done that forever. But if you do not hit this button, it all stays out. It's a fucking nightmare. All right, back to Ninja, back in the driver's seat, bar 52. Whole bunch of nothing so far. Yeah, I know you can set up hotkeys. I know you can do all kinds of stuff in TradeEvade, but you know I mean, this is where I click around with my mouse like a goofball. This screen. This screen is where we're serious. All right, bar 53, rolling over here. See if we end up getting a pull back into the trading range. Jonathan, what's up, big dog? How we doing? So at this exact moment, I mean, we kind of got no man's land going on right here. Oh, you son of a gun. ATR 21? Fuck you, call me Clem. All right, 53, 53. Minute 50 out. Well, now we've got work to do. All right. Let's take a vote. Chat, take a vote. From here. Remember yesterday? This here? Actually, you can't see that. I used to trade evade. This here? That's the wick high of 33, right? Yesterday, we broke through and then slowly grinded higher another like 32 points. And then went sideways and then right before the close, sucked back into the range. Okay? Today, what do we do from here? Up, flat, down. In the chat, what's up? I bet we kind of mess around here sideways for a little while and then fade downside. Now, if I was confident in that assessment, I'd be sitting short. Carzan up, Mallory up. News, swipe it and drop. Up, 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 breaking out high. Honestly, I hope we do. I hope we do, because then I can just get along the rest of the day. Christian says, over time it's got edge, right? Hit that sucker short. Well, the trade I took yesterday over time has edge. Now that we've taken out the wick high of 33, the problem is that directionally this is totally 50-50. Maybe I round off to 50-50. Maybe it's like a little over 50-50 back inside the range to the downside, right? The problem is risk management. How do you manage your risk? I could short it right here and risk the wick high of this. Yeah, sure. Logical. Fine. The edge there is going to be relatively slim, at least at this point. But it's not, you know... It's likely better than break even on the expected value. It's just... The problem is most people, you know, they can't deal with slightly better than break even expected value because you end up with streaks that are worse than when you take just the highest quality stuff. And people don't do well with streaks, psychologically. If I've learned one thing from doing this. Newer traders fucking hate streaks. They love it when they're winning, man. And then they come in chats on the internet, they're like, the answer is short, dumbass. It's like, okay. All right, tough guy. Talk to me in 6 months. Well, basically sideways here since big bar 50 broke the high. And wick high of 33 was the high. 100%, yeah. Losing streaks they're always gonna be tough to navigate. You know the answer? The answer is to trade small until you build a track record. And then, you know, at some point you'll have so much leash that, like, do whatever you want because you're going to make the right call on the averages. Maybe not on every trade, but on the averages, you'll make the right call. You'll assess things properly. You'll know what you need to do. You know when you need to size down and when you should be sizing up. Or at least hitting them harder and stepping up to the plate more often on a trend day, for example. And the only way to get there is to have that confidence. You won't get that confidence if you can't stay in the game long enough to get it. Which is why, you know, when you see me pop over here on a 150K Lucid Pro Eval and, you know, slang, just kidding, slang minis, multiple minis, it's like, you know, we're not to sound like whatever, but it's like you might be at a different stage, okay? So, like, accept that and respect it and be like, okay, look, I gotta respect these evals a little bit more because maybe you're not ROI positive to a degree where you don't really care that much. You just need to get through it. You want to get through it at as best of a rate as you can because you're trying to bootstrap this motherfucker. Then do that. Size down. Go to the minis. Trade, you know, 3, 5. Sorry, micros. 3 to 5 micros. Go to the micros. Take it a little bit slower. It's not slowing you down, it's speeding you up because you're going to build so much more confidence than if you do this. Oh, minis. Right? All right, bar 54. Still going sideways here. Big alert, my man. Do it to him. Just make sure you use code BIG when you do it. If you blow up a TakeProfitTrader Pro account, would you spend $500 to buy it back or just do another eval? It's just a math equation. That's it. That's it. How long has it taken you historically to pass the test accounts at TakeProfitTrader? And when you look back on your performance, what has been your expected value per day or week? You just calculate it. If it's more, if the expected value during that period of time is better than the increase in cost to just buy it back, then just buy it back. But to be fair, I think that can also create, the 150Ks are more than $500, right? That can also create, I think, bad habits. Because you're like, I can just buy it back a number of times, right? So then you can, especially in the earlier years, I think you can go down a slipperier slope. All right, I got to get through this thing. So this is a Lucid Pro Eval. Oh, I don't want it there. Click around my mouse like a goofball. And hit that, back to the fundeds. All right, bar 55. 246 out. Question on TakeProfitTrader. Do you build a bigger buffer or do you withdraw all back to limit drawdown? I've always been an advocate for take the money and run. Building a buffer, all it does is introduce third-party risk. That's, you know, that's your money. That's your money. And if you're like, well, I still want to trade with it, take it out, Throw it in a personal account if you want. You're like, well, that's a taxable event. Yeah, welcome to real life. Everything's a taxable event. Don't spend your life trying to avoid it. Just fucking make more money and you'll be okay with it. Take the money and run. I've seen way too many people blow up big buffers. That's rough. Psychologically and I mean financially too. If it's an amount that could help you, which as it adds up, it's going to be. Maybe not every single payout is going to be some crazy amount to you, but it adds up. Even small payouts, dude. I'll just take them. Some of them are going to be max, some of them are going to be smaller, everywhere in between. Just take the money. It all adds up. See if these bulls can take us higher here on the eval. That's where I sit. Back to the fundeds here, back to Ninja. Okay, 55, 60 seconds out. Let's see what these bulls, or bears, man, have in store. And again, I think we're probably just going to go sideways for a little while. That's fine. ATR sitting about 20, just below 19. Bars, what's up, buddy? How we doing? All right, bulls, I don't want to see a trading range, man. You want to grind this baby higher? I'll take it. Let's do it to him. Let's do it. Question, trying to figure out if a win target or a daily goal is really worth having when you have edge. Reach target today in the first hour and wondering should I continue or stay gone. Long term, the answer is going to be as long as a few things are true. You're emotionally totally fine. You're not elevated in a way that's going to cause you to make worse decisions. You're not fatigued in a way that's going to cause you to make worse decisions. And there's still edge in the market and you still feel like trading, which is a consideration because there's a quality of life aspect to this. You didn't become a trader to just be owned by your computer in the same way that your boss owned you, right? That's not really why you're here. So if all those things are true, you feel good, keep going. I think that's an unnecessary, barrier or rule that might just shut down maybe your best day ever early. Now, if you come back and you trade and you end up losing and giving some back, or maybe all of it back, I don't know what to tell you. It's just, think of every, trade like an individual event. Okay? If you think of, oh, I'm at daily goal, should I walk away or keep going? And then you keep going and then you make things worse at all, even just a little bit, I think you're going to be very upset. But as time goes on, you're going to be fine, because you're going to be like, I came back for the afternoon. It might as well be an entirely different day. I'm just doing my job. A lot of those rules, by the way, like daily loss limit, daily goal, they're just emotional helpers. If you don't, at some point you take the training wheels off while maintaining, the methodology that got you here. Okay, so this will be the first bar to close outside of the range, minute 10 out. Let's see. Let's see how that Lucid account is going. That Lucid trade is going. Let's see how this guy closes up. This is 2 minis. 2 minis on the Lucid Eval. It's a 150K. All right, book that as it rolls over. Good, good. You guys, don't let me forget. Good God, TradeAway, man. Come on now. Leaves those orders out. All right, let's watch how this guy rolls over. First bar to close outside the trading range. Now I gotta watch 57. Let's see what 57 here brings. See if I can take something here in the fundeds. Yeah, I don't do mirror trading. That's some scam ass shit. It's crazy. What do you think about watching the tape on futures? The tape can be extraordinarily helpful, specifically, I think, on smaller cap instruments. NQ, Nasdaq, is the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so I think you run into issues where, here's how I've always explained it. Level 2 and the tape, kind of market depth in general, which is a good way to put it for my comparison here. If you're sailing over a coral reef, it's pretty shallow. You're probably going to keep a certain amount of your mental capital focused on what? The depth gauge. Okay? If you're sailing over the Pacific Ocean, over Marianas Trench, you've got bigger things to worry about than the depth, right? So I think that I like to compare the smaller cap instruments like small cap stocks. Sure, if you're trading smaller cap crypto, anything. You want to keep an eye on the depth gauge, level 2, the tape, etc. But when you're over the Pacific, you got bigger things to worry about. There's storms. There's some waves, man. There's the Kraken's out there? Something like that. You got shit to do that has nothing to do with depth. Okay, so I would kind of compare that to very large cap instruments, very deep instruments like Nasdaq, ES, etc. Yeah, you guys, I've said this for years. I don't know what this is about. People on Discord for years. I'm thinking about just shutting it all down. The entire Discord, because it's a huge fucking problem, and Discord clearly has no intention of fixing it. If you ever get reached out to on Discord and it says it's me, I will never fucking message you ever. On Discord, at least. I'm never gonna DM you. I'm never gonna do anything unless you win a giveaway on stream. Then I will add you as a friend and send you your account. Everything else is some random guy pretending to be me. I don't know. Look, you know me, right? Would I ever hit you up and be like, come mirror trade my fucking crypto account, bro? Obviously not. Use your brain. Please don't fall for that shit. It's some scumbag in who knows where trying to steal money from you. All right, we got bar 58. Beautiful bar 58. This is Lucid. Put that out and back to it's almost too easy, you know? Back to the funded. So let's watch how 58 closes up. Okay. $255 out. Halfway through this bar, gotta keep an eye on this guy. I don't want too much wick on this close for the trade over on Ninja. We got 2 minutes till this guy closes up. A bit of hesitation here. 90 seconds. Keep an eye here on the close of 58 here in Ninja. And see. $57 seconds. Big wick. Big wick. 28 seconds out. Let's see. Gotta have my copier ready here just in case we get a little last second pop adjustment. Close that wick up. Swallow it up. And give me a clean close. Not a chance. All right, there's the rollover of 58 into 59. By the way, ATR here on a 5 minutes sitting at 18. It's slow. Slow, slow, slow. Oh, shit. Come on now, Bulls, let's do your thing. All right, we got 210 out, by the way, till the close of bar 59 here. And if we can get a nice clean close above the wick high of 58, then I'll have to pop back to Ninja, put out a stop limit buy.
Perfect.
60 seconds out. All right, 30 seconds. I kind of got a multitask here if we in case we get a pop and a nice clean close. Oh, you bulls. All right, 59 is going to close up as a small bear body, effectively a doji. Keep watching here. Bear's pulling me back into the red here on this Lucid account. There you go, bulls. All right, bar 60, 337 out. ATR dipping still, sitting in 18. All right, man, if you haven't yet, hit like on the stream. I appreciate you doing so. We gotta at least hit 3 figures. Come on now. Well, go on now, Bulls. Come on now. We've got work to do here. Let's go, Bulls. I want to see about 300 points. Pass this thing in one trade, baby. Peaks, my man. Big dog. ATR 18.5. You had 640 here with the highs. There's the rollover into bar 61. Bulls, come on now, man. You got all day. With an ATR of 17.5, I think it might take all day. Oh, you balls! You kidding me? We fight for 20 minutes for 8 points. And then you take the window down. Good Lord. All right, you beautiful bulls. I want to see 80-point pop. Do it to them. All right, bulls, it's not too bad. All right, book that guy up. Good, let's keep it pushing. All right. Bar 62. I got to watch here now for the fundeds. You got bar 61. It could also be reasonable. First bar to close, though, outside of a very short-lived sideways channel. And I'll watch how 62 closes up. We got volatility expanding at least a tad, trying to, but not all that much. I mean, realistically, that last bar, 61, still only had a range of 23 points. So let's watch 62. There's a shot of the full day. Looking pretty. Looking pretty, so let's watch 62. Three minutes. 3 minutes. So it is especially important here for me that 62 closes clean if, of course, I want to put a trade on, which I do. So I need that guy to close clean. If it can't, meaning not too much wick, if it can't, then we've got some insecurity to deal with this push in a low volatility environment. So 210 out. Let's see. 60 seconds. Come on, you bulls. Close me up nice and clean. "25 seconds out. Oh, you bulls. Wicking back here. All right, here's the rollover. It's going to close beneath its midpoint, not tremendous. So I watch 63. Question, you trade the same strategy, RAM, at market open. Modifications? Same thing. Same thing. Obviously, there's nuance with volatility, but, you know, you got 50 hours to discuss that. That's why the tomb exists. But same thing. It's all RAM. All right, 63. Bulls, step back in. I want to see, what, about 20, damn near 18 green big bull bodies in a row heading into the close. That's what we want to see. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Don't you go anywhere, big dog. Oh, baby! Welcome back. You got bar 64. Closing up here, 3 minutes, 20 seconds out. Let's see. Now, you remember yesterday. We broke the highs. We made it about twice as far today after breaking the wick high of 33, which was the same bar that set the high yesterday, interestingly. We made it about twice as far today so far as we did yesterday. Now the question becomes, are the bulls able to continue this and pull it off, or do we enter a sideways trading range? That's the big question right now. Let's see. 64, 235 out. Yeah, I don't know. You might be right. This market might only go up. R64 trying to take this thing lower. 2 minutes! Let's see. All right, now, bulls. What did we agree on? It was 300 points, right? That might have been about 50 points ago. Well, maybe 20, 25 points ago. So we got 275 to go. We got an hour and 10 minutes. What do you say? I think we can get it done. Let's see. All right, 64, closing up, 15 seconds. Likely to be a wiki bear body here. Not clean. So now let's see if the bulls want to expand this back into a widening bull channel. Or if the bears want to take this baby downside. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Of course, the base case of trading range remains the base case. Media, my man. Well, we're trading the Nasdaq, NQ futures, the only thing to trade, so I hear. All right, bulls, pop this baby. I want to see a sideways range. That's what I want to see. Taking it into about a 600-point bull trend. Come on now, you bulls. I want to... Fuck. 300? What would it take? 87 points? I want to see an 8. I want to see a 90-point pop. And just pass this son of a gun. Oh, the bulls taking their sweet time, man. Goodness. ATR, by the way, we're sitting at 17. We're 345 out till the close up here of our 66. Let's see. Let's see. This next bar rollover is going to be heading into 3 p.m. Eastern, the top of the hour here. What do you use for copy trading? I use the Affordable Indicators Copier plugin for NinjaTrader is what I use. Actually, here. There we go. There's the link in the chat. Enjoy. Best one I've found. And I've tested a lot of copy traders. No, it should be, it's a one-time. You just buy the software, it's it. And by the way, guys, you know, you got to be willing to invest in your trading, dude. You're competing with people who are willing to invest everything into their trading. So if you're not, like, willing to buy the proper tools, you know, there's something to that. Like, if you're really close to the chest with every fucking dollar, but you're like, but I want to make, you know, $500,000 a month, there's something's misaligned with your mentality. Like, you gotta go. It's just money, bro. It's all made up. You should make a lot of it, provide for your family, but, like, what are you scared of? You go to zero, like, you live in, probably, if you're watching this, a first world country. You're fucking good. Like, you're fine. Oh, you bulls! All right, bar 66, rolling over in 3 seconds. There it is, there's the rollover. What do you guys say? Big trading range? That's kind of how it looks. All right, so we watch 67. Come on, 67, 3.5 minutes out. We got a single bar sideways range starting with 64. Let's see. Still sitting in this, by the way, this Lucid Pro Eval. There you go, bulls. Not too bad. Well, we've got the high of day sitting at the wick high of 62. See if the bulls want to take one more run at that. Again, then the risk becomes sideways range here, starting with bar 60. Yeah, I'll say 62, with the low of that range being about the wick low of 65. We'll see if that becomes a thing, if we're able to even get up and test that current high of day at 665.75. Well, this trade is back to break even, by the way. Bulls, 90 points, baby. Pop it. This is a song we needed, I think. Go, you Bulls! 90 points ain't gonna run itself. Let's go. Yeah, ATR, so on an ATR, I'm sorry, on a 5-minute NQ chart, ATR is sitting at just below 17. We're at 16.92, which is the average range here of, in this case, a 5-minute NQ bar. So that, you know, that's that's pretty slow, man. That's okay. It's all right. Power hour, baby. 16 ATR. We love it. Good, bulls. I don't mind that too much. So what's up? Does this just become a little range? We'll see how this thing acts coming into the highs. 665. John, good afternoon. How are we? Book that as we come into the high. All right. Making good progress on that Lucid. Making good progress. Not too bad. All right, back in Ninja here. Bar 68. Rolling over 3 seconds. And that is going to close inside the wick high of 62. As if that's a coincidence. It is not. So now we watch bar 69. So, again, I've got the fundeds here in Ninja. You look up top here. This window is my funded futures account. By the way, code BIG, B-I-G. Go smack that shit, homeboy. My funded futures. I've got a 150 eval over there. And I'm sitting at the $4,500 daily goal for the evals at my funded futures. And then this window is the Lucid eval. I'm sitting at 153,205. So I've made about 3,200 in progress. Actually, I bought this one after I started the stream, so not too bad. We got to keep working on this thing, though. We have no time, big dog. We got to pass this. I mean, one account. Come on now. Taking all fucking day. Or like an hour. More like. Back to Ninja here, let's see. $315 out from the close of 69. There you go, bulls. Let's see if 69 can close up nice and clean, man. So again, guys, this window, obviously, you know, if you're newer here, you wouldn't know. If you're kind of an OG, you know what's up. This window, I'm trading the Apex and the TakeProfitTrader accounts. TakeProfitTrader right now, by the way, 40% off, no activation fee. The activation fee is 130 bucks. If you use code BIG, B-I-G, when you sign up, when you pass the test, it'll be free to activate it, okay? So you save 130 bucks plus the 40% off the top. And then when it's time to make the numbers look bigger, you head to Apex and get 20 fundeds. That's all I would encourage you to do it anyway. 90 seconds out. All right, bar 69. Let's see. Let's see what you got. Nathan bought 10. 10 TakeProfitTrader evals today with code BIG. My man. All right. Minute 7 seconds. Let's watch how 69 closes up. ATR sitting at 18.94. I will go ahead and get my copy trader engaged. 35 seconds out. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. All right, 20 seconds. Stop move buy out and ready. Comes the rollover. Place him for the rollover. Beauty! And we'll see if the bulls want to take it. If they don't take it, I'm only going to give this 20 seconds just because the volatility today has been so slow. That environmental context certainly comes into play. So we got 8 seconds here. See if the bulls want to take that. And give me a fill. If not, I'll have to pull it. It'll be no fill, no trade. Oh, you bulls. Bunch of babies! Alright, that's alright. If they don't want it, man, I don't want them. I don't want them. That's alright. Alright, keep an eye out here. Hey man, if you haven't yet, I appreciate you hitting the like button on the stream. Helps out a whole bunch. Go on, you bulls. Do it to a biggie. 9 accounts, 200 bucks each. I'll take that 2K on the day. Kind of a light day for you, Eric. Not too bad. Kind of a light fucking haul, huh? Question, when will it be possible to short it? Whenever your methodology says it's a logical thing to do. My methodology says it's only logical to do it once I get a very clear setup to the short side, which we are nowhere near. Not even close to that as of right now. And being that it's 217, it would take some time to develop. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to see too reasonable of a short setup for me here still today. We're just too close to the close. James, yep. Yep, absolutely. I trade RAM. You can hang out on the stream, but if you really want to go at it and you're serious, I would encourage you heavily to join the tomb. I promise you it's well worth your money and time. There's over 50 hours of content in there. I add more every day. Literally every day. Go on, Bulls! Bar 70. Minute 13 out, which, speaking of which, on the tomb, guys, if you go there and sign up now, you'll get 6 months free. Code BIG. All right, bar 70. 52 seconds out. Let's see how this guy closes up. There's the rollover of 70 right here. You see this? Look at this. Inside close. Inside the wick high is 69. Crazy. What's this sitting at? Oops, can't see. There we go. I got this guy on. Again, this is the eval I'm working on. Just see if I can't pad it up a tad more. We don't have time for this, bulls. Let's go! ATR 17.8 on a 5-minute chart, which is what you're looking at. See how that guy plays out. Back here in Ninja. 327 out. Alright, I want to watch how bar 71 closes up. Not too bad, bulls. Not too bad. Okay, which means that I gotta close this guy. Book that. All right, about 3,800 in progress over on that account. So head back here. Bar 71 closing up, 237. 2 minutes. And now 32 seconds is what I mean. All right, bulls. Bar 71, let's see what you got. Coming into 28,700 here on Nasdaq. Let's get ready here. You know, God, it's almost too easy. It's almost too easy. I haven't, what? Have I? I don't think so. Have I lost a single trade in this fucking eval today? Let's do something, you know, difficult, you know? Just kidding. Just kidding. Minute 50 out, bar 71, wicking back as expected. Give me a clean close, bulls. Is going short difficult? I think today going short has been a pretty difficult thing, I'd say, yeah. Jonathan, we're waiting for you, big dog. Do it. Do it. And by the way, you know, it's okay to do this for you. You know, that's why I think a lot of people initially get started. You're like, I want to do something bigger. I don't want a ceiling. I've always said capped potential is what led me here. Everywhere else you look, except for a few industries, business, real estate, and the markets. You know, business is a big, broad one, of course, but like everywhere else is capped. It's like you know how your life is going to play out, at least financially, which is a fucking bizarre feeling. I hated it. So I ran away from that. I dropped the fuck out of college and searched for bigger industries where I was in charge. And of course, I worked some, you know, not so great jobs trying to figure it all out. I was a server. I bartended a little bit while I was doing that. I didn't like bartending. Bartending was people, you know what I found out? Because I quit drinking when I was like, I basically stopped. I mean, it was never like, oh, I gotta quit doing this. I just totally lost interest. I'm like, let's go make some fucking money. So I was over drinking by the time I was like 19 years old. Okay, so, because, you know, I started kind of young. Whatever. So when I was bartending, I was already losing interest. I'm like, people are very particular about their drinks. And I'm like, this is so fucking lame, dude. I liked serving. I was a personal trainer for a little while. But having capped potential, you know, knowing how your life's gonna go. Like, okay, if I stay at this position until I'm 63, then I'll be earning this much money. It's like you adjust it for inflation. It's like, this isn't fun anymore. I'm not enjoying this anymore. You know, so I ran as far away from that as I could, and here we are. I think, you know, probably a lot of you guys, that same feeling is why you're here. Good. Use that. Bulls having some trouble. Here on 72. Ooh, all right, 72. Let's see what you got. Let's see if you can give me a nice clean close above the wick high of bar 71. We're coming into 230. You've got that 250, 350 Eastern time algorithm to be concerned with. Low volatility ATR just below 18, 17.96 here on a 5-minute NQ chart. Minute 40. All right, well, we're 50 seconds out, which means I gotta go ahead and get that copy trader engaged. This is getting a little late in the day, isn't it? But let's see how 72 closes up. I'm cool with it. Volatility's low, coming right into 28.7. Let's see what the bulls got here. Ideally, I'd treat this as kind of a scalp. Let's see, 15 seconds. 10 seconds, which means stop move buy goes out. Look at this, last second insecurity. Oh, look at this, look. Coincidence? No, closing inside the wick high of 71. The bulls, they're fucking all talk. Last second, they're like, wait, whoa. Pull it on back. Let's at least close inside the wick high of 71. Bunch of babies is what they are. All right, 73, what's up? Oh, man. Well, we're getting kind of late. I don't know, dude. I made a lot of progress in these guys here. This is the Lucid 3878. $3,878 worth of progress in that just since I bought it on stream. And then this over here is the My Funded Futures eval that I started earlier today, and I'm sitting at 154, 471, and 8 cents. Which My Funded Futures, you know, there's a 50% rule on the evals, so I got to leave it there. Lucid, I technically could pass today, but I gotta wait for opportunity. Volatility's real low. ATR 17 here on a 5-minute NQ. A little bit in the fundeds. A little bit of profit there, but you know, overall, kind of a well-rounded day, honestly. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. All right, guys. Hey, going big. Go hit it. Apex. Take Profit Trader, which is 40% off. No activation fee, which is a fat savings. And My Funded Futures. All right, guys. See you guys soon. Hang in there. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to try to get more monitors set up because I need more. Now that I got Trade Evade pulled up, I'm running out of space. As you know, as a trader, the answer to the monitor question is always one more. Never forget that shit, okay? You'll end up with 40 like us. All right, guys. See you soon.